Hey there, I'm here with the channel. Today we're premiering the opening scene from episode 1 of The Last Giants, Life of the Rhino, which will be released on October. Let's dive right in. Visual, a lone rhino walking across the golden savanna at sunrise. Narration, they are ancient survivors, armored giants born from the dawn of time. The rhino, majestic, powerful and fragile. Once roaming in millions, now standing on the edge of survival. This is the story of the rhino, a creature of legend and a test of humanity's soul. Emotional music swells, building curiosity. So we open with a wide shot of a rhino walking across the golden savanna at sunrise. As he walks, the camera pans up to reveal the vastness of the African sky, emphasizing the rhino's place in the grand scheme of nature. This is our hook, designed to grab the viewer's attention and make them care about what happens next. We want them to feel the awe and wonder that we feel when we encounter these magnificent creatures. The series will take viewers on a journey through the origins, evolution, behavior, and biggest threats of rhinos. Along the way, they'll meet some of the amazing people who are working to save them from extinction. Act 1, Origins and Evolution. Time for some fun facts. Did you know that rhinos are over 50 million years old? Yep, they've been around since before the dinosaurs. The earliest known ancestor of modern rhinos was a giant mammal named Paraceratherium. It was one of the largest land mammals that ever lived, weighing up to 680 pounds and standing 16 feet tall. Over millions of years, rhinos evolved armor-like skin, horns, and immense size as a defense against predators. But this also made them slow and vulnerable during fights. Their heads became massive, adorned with 2 horns, which were initially more like bumps. These horns became longer and thicker, symbolizing power and used for display and defense. Today, there are 5 species of rhino. The white rhino, the largest, is a grazer that lives in open areas. The Indian rhino has armor-plated skin and is found in swamps and grasslands. The Javan rhino has a narrow face and is critically endangered with fewer than 80 left in the wild. The Sumatran rhino is hairy and the smallest of the 5 species. It's also one of the most ancient lineages. Rhinos have massive bodies that can weigh up to 3,000 pounds and measure up to 12 feet long. They may look slow and clumsy, but they can run up to 30 miles per hour. Despite their bulk, rhinos are sensitive creatures. They have excellent hearing and smell, but poor eyesight. Oh, and did we mention their horns? They're not just iconic, they're also a double-edged gift. On one hand, they protect rhinos from predators. On the other hand, they're the reason rhinos are poached. Act 3. Social life, intelligence and emotions. Rhinos are mostly solitary, except for mothers with young calves. Calves stay close to their mums for up to 3 years. Even after they're old enough to leave, they often stay close by, playing and learning. When rhinos aren't busy eating, they like to socialize, play, and even greet their favorite caretakers. Rhinos are also surprisingly intelligent and emotional creatures. They can recognize themselves in the mirror, which is a sign of high intelligence. They also mourn their dead and show affection towards their young. Act 4. Role in ecosystems and feeding. Rhinos are keystone grazers. They shape the grasslands by eating shrubs and young trees. This creates open spaces that support many species. White rhinos typically inhabit open savannas where they graze on grasses. Black rhinos prefer browsing on shrubs and trees. Without rhinos, ecosystems could collapse. There's a great diversity of rhino subspecies. In Africa, there are 5 recognized subspecies of black rhino and 2 of white rhino. Each subspecies has unique characteristics and adaptations. Act 5. Rhinos and humans. Rhinos have been depicted as symbols of power, war, and resilience in ancient myths and legends. In Asian cultures, they're associated with strength and courage. In Africa and Europe, they're sometimes feared as dangerous beasts. Today, rhinos bring joy to millions of people around the world. They're popular tourist attractions, and their presence boosts local economies. Some people see rhinos as a threat, especially when they stray into farmlands. But rhinos are also a reminder of our connection to the natural world. Their plight is a wake-up call for humans everywhere. Act 6. Threats and Challenges. In recent decades, rhinos have faced a surge in poaching, fueled by the illegal wildlife trade. Their horns are highly valued in some cultures for traditional medicine. Despite having no medicinal benefits, the demand for rhino horn is so high that it's become worth more than gold in some cases. This has led to severe population declines and pushed some species to the brink of extinction. Rhinos have also lost habitat due to human expansion. As agriculture and development encroach on their territory, rhinos have less space to roam and find food. This has resulted in increased competition for resources and closer interactions with humans. Additionally, as rhino populations have declined, they've become more vulnerable to extinction from diseases. With fewer individuals to mate, genetic diversity decreases, making them more susceptible to deadly pathogens. Act 7. Health, Lifespan and Conservation. Rhino pregnancies can last up to 16 months, which is the longest gestation period of any mammal. They typically live up to 40 to 50 years. The oldest rhino on record lived to be 56. Rhinos are strong and resilient creatures, but they are also vulnerable to human greed and destruction. Protecting rhinos requires a multifaceted approach involving governments, communities, and individuals. Success stories such as the white rhino's comeback in South Africa offer hope. Conservation efforts like community-based conservation, cutting-edge technology like drones and DNA tracking help protect rhinos. As we wrap up this episode, we want to inspire our audience to take action. There are many ways people can help protect rhinos, from supporting reputable conservation organizations to making sustainable choices in their daily lives. Will future generations see rhinos only in books or walking proudly on the earth? The choice is ours. And thank you for joining us today. If you believe the rhino deserves a future, share their story. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the movement to protect the last giants.